back everyone for some more Apollo Justice Ace Attorney here on Nintendo Switch, and we are continuing on day 2 of the investigation using the Mason system. We went to a couple of locations in the past, specifically the Wright & Company law offices and Defendant Lobby number 2, and we found out exactly just how Zach Gramery escaped from the courthouse, and we also got to adopt Trucy in a sense, as we became her guardian, as she has no living relatives left to take care of her. But we are going to continue on with the Mesa system. We are going to be investigating in the present day, starting with the Borscht Bull Club. But before we do that, hope you guys have an awesome day today. Hope you guys doing well. So without further ado, we are going to head to the Borscht Bull Club. Present day, Borscht Bull Club. I'll be taking my leave now. Still have some work to do back at the office. Then I guess I'll go back to my piano. To be honest, it's better when you aren't playing. This frigid culinary dungeon almost feels comfortable. Later then. Okay then. 2 hours left on my shift. Wonder if we'll get any customers tonight. Do you know who I am? Who I am? No, but if you hum it, I can play it. Just kidding, I don't do requests. How about a different sort of request? You see, I play cards. Oh, a customer. I was just hoping someone would come in and save me from a night at the Keys. I seek a true competition. I have heard the Borscht Bull Club is the place for this. Now I see the rumor is true. And this is? A friend of yours? Oh god. Ah, don't mind me, I'm just a friendly neighborhood newsman. Ah, he will not be playing tonight. When his business is finished, I shall send him home. This competition will be between us, no others. The Wright Talent Agency represents 2 artists, and I'm number 2. I play piano, well, sort of. It's actually just a front for my real talent, which is playing poker. Don't ask me how I got started. I don't remember. But I'm good. Real good. It didn't take long for the rumors to get around. Go to the Borscht Bull Club if you want a real game. That guy's never lost. People don't come to hear me tickle the ivory. They come to watch me play cards. Is this a seedy poker club? No. It's a restaurant. We don't play for high stakes. There's no money involved. But real players carry cash, and they're always thirsty. It's a handy source of income for the club owner. Then, let's compete. I'll take you to the room. The hideout, yes, but before we go... Yes? Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Shady Smith. Oh, and I'm Brushel. Spark Brushel, news reporter. Oh, I'm... No. Phoenix Wright. Huh? You must always look a man in the eye when you make your introductions. You still do not know who I am? Have we met? Ah! Today, in this courtroom, you cannot declare me guilty. What are you talking about? I am talking about this. Mr. Eddingmeyer. The defense has escaped. Find him, quick. Bailiff, close all exits from the building. Okay, I'm not reading that anymore. I read that already twice. And I did that once in the last episode. You can't be... But you're... Zach Gramery? Yes, the reincarnation act of the century. Pity I have only an audience of 1. You. Zach Gramery? This must be a bad dream. In a sense, this guy ruined my life. You there. Da? We will play soon. Ready to room. Da, I will be preparing the hideout for you. Are you really him? The Zach Gramery? Now I am Shady Smith. Remember this. How many years has it been now? 6? In exactly 3 days from now, it will be 7. I caused you much inconvenience, I fear. Yeah, you could say that. Is she well? Trucy, I mean. She's fine. I've got her working already. Hope you don't mind. I need hardly express my gratitude, but you have it. This is why I have come. That and the settled matter of cards. By which you mean poker? Those eyes. He's serious. I despise losing above all else, and so I have decided I will win tonight, no matter what it takes. I know this guy's type, and they're dangerous. Everything's about the competition. All else is secondary. Perhaps we should take this time to talk before we play. I know if you have much to ask me. And I, you. Well, let's go ahead and do it then. We competed that day 7 years ago, too. Ah, yes, you must have been surprised. Called the detention center out of the blue. 2, 1. Showdown time. I lost. It's only a game of poker. A game I played for a long time, and only lost twice. Who was the first? The man I killed, of course. You choose your defense attorneys by playing poker. Some are hired, others fired. When you compete, you see a man's true nature. You know what I speak of. I know that you do. Trucy's power? Trucy? She's in a class of her own. For 7 years I played poker here at the Borscht Bull Club, and I've never lost once. I'm good, but not that good. I win because whenever there's a big game, I bring in Trucy. And she sends me signals. Daddy, he's got a good hand. You might have a chance if you act quick. Better call him soon. Can you tell me what her power is? Judging a person's thoughts by reading their reactions is a staple of performance magic, but those of Trucy's line possess far greater skill. Her line? Recall, you were the second man whom I've lost. Magnifique Gramarye. That was the first time I learned of this power, as you call it. Wait, so you're saying her power is genetic? It's just in the Gramarye blood or something? Blood. I'm sorry, but it's not something told lightly to outsiders, and it is nothing you need to know at this time. Some kind of Gramarye secret, then? Fine. We're gonna skip that for now. We're gonna be talking about Trucy. She's 15 this year? She's still trying her best to follow in your footsteps, you know. I see. When I planned my disappearing act, it was the thought of her alone that gave me pause. Wait, you were planning on vanishing from the get-go? Yes, and for that I must apologize. However, I could not be found guilty that day. Because of this. This? A transferal of rights. You see the signature? A transferal? That's Magnifique Gramarye's signature, isn't it? I hereby give all rights to the secrets, staging, and performance of my magic to the recipient named below. And the recipient's name is you, Zach Gramarye. Yes, it is I. Wait, this page looks torn. You recall the diary, yes? First, take a close look at this diary. Note that a page has clearly been ripped out. As it just so happens, I have here what I believe to be the missing page. Wait, let me see that? How could I forget? That scrap of paper lost me my attorney's badge. This is the real page that was torn from the book. Magnifique gave it to me that night. You could have told me this earlier, like 7 years earlier. Once again, I must apologize. It was all I could do to prepare for my escape from that courtroom. The greatest of Magnifique Gramarye's illusions are true art. As such, they are well protected by this document. Only its bearer may perform its illusions on stage. Sounds like a pretty important thing to have if you're his disciple. As the rightful heir to his art, I too wanted a rightful heir. Rightful? I'm sure you know who I choose as my successor. Your daughter. That is why I've risked all to come here tonight. Brushel. Sir. Here you go. What's this? A letter passing the rights I have inherited to Trucy. I would have you sign here as a witness. But I'm not a lawyer anymore. And you need a public notary besides. I may not look it, but I'm a certified notary. You are? By day I wear notary's glasses and hunt for news. Also by day I wear reporter's glasses and notarize. When I take off the glasses, I can't see very well. Your signature, please. This is the first reason I have come here tonight. Transfer of rights added to the court record. Document transferring the right to perform the Grammarly repertoire to daughter Trucy. Ah, I finally figured it out. Now I know why you've come out of hiding only now. It's been 7 years, you said. Precisely. And we're just going to talk about 7 years. There's a law that covers your situation. After 7 years, missing persons are considered to be legally deceased. So if someone wants to vanish from the face of the earth 7 years ago, they would lose all rights as a living person after 7 years from that day. Not to mention all their possessions. Exactly, which is why I am here. I risk showing my face in public for the sake of this document. Before my 7 years are up, you might say, I am securing my daughter's inheritance. But do you really need this document? Wouldn't Trucy inherit the estate automatically? Not in this case, I'm afraid. This case? Yes, I received the performance rates from Magnifi Grammarly. However, this was done in secret, without witnesses. Before Magnifi died, 2 potential successors to his repertoire were named. Myself, Zach Grammarly, and Valent Grammarly. Not Trucy. I see, so you do need this document. I have known Brushel since before I vanished. He is a man I trust. Now, only 3 know of my rebirth. I took the liberty of looking into Trucy's background, and found you had no other close kin. It is as you say. Okay. I was kind of hoping you'd say something about the mother at this point. I know everyone else, but Trucy's mother is a mystery. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and present the locket because I do want to know a little bit about this. This person in the photo is Trucy's mother? How did you come by this? Trucy showed it to me. She said her mother was gone. Then it is so. Huh? She is gone. What more is there to say? Lots? Oh, I know. Whoa, you're still here. According to my in-depth research, Trucy's mother, Magnifi Grammarly's only daughter, end quote. What? Magnifi's daughter? Is that true, Mr. Zach? Brushel, you say too much. Uh-oh. What? Why am I the bad guy? Why? Zach decked. In any case, Mr. Rick, this discussion is over. Talassa Grammarly, she's the most mysterious of the whole lot. I need to gather me some more evidence, clearly. Well, the prelude may have been longer than the main attraction. Shall we begin our game? My final competition? Final? Why? As you said, I have come out of hiding today to make this document legally binding. Once that is done, I shall slip once more underground. Without seeing your daughter? It would be best if I did not. 7 years ago, we played. 7 years ago, I lost. I already lost to Magnifi. I did not care to lose to another. And I have heard that you never lose. It's just a rumor. Yes, for it is impossible to never lose unless one has an ace up one's sleeve. As a magician, it causes me no end of irritation to think a mere lawyer might be out there pulling a wool over so many eyes. Hey, I just signed your document for you. Maybe you could try lightening up? That was that. This is this. For my final competition, I will destroy your perfect record, Phoenix Ray. This will be my final performance. You are warned. This guy is beyond serious. Oh shoot, I skipped that. Sorry. Brushel, you may leave. Ah, but it's your last game. I mean, what a scoop. I punch, and I punch, but still it is not enough. I just remembered a future prior engagement. Toodles, gentlemen. Oh, and nice meeting you, Piano Man. Then let us begin. Dealer. Da? You will be witness to our competition. Da, it is honor for me. Why haven't I seen her around here before? Ah, that reminds me. I saw a familiar face as I entered the restaurant. He did not seem to notice me, however. Gavin, I believe was his name. You know him? After a fashion. Listen, Phoenix Wright. One can learn much from true competition. Remember this. The Gramarye power. I was close to understanding it, but I needed more. And I knew where to get it. Juicy's mother. I need to meet that reporter again. That was clear. And one other thing. From the moment my final competition with Zack began that night, a name was running through my head. The name of a man now in prison. A name Zack Gramarye knew. But how? And why? You notice we're not done with the Borscht Bowl Club because we have yet to unlock Zack's Psyche-Locks. But now we have, well, our only other choice now in the present, which we will stay in the present, is we are going to be going to Solitary Cell 13. Present day, Central Prison, Solitary Cell 13. Well, isn't this an unexpected surprise? What errand brings you down to my cramped confines? Gavin. Is this your idea of revenge, Phoenix Wright? Revenge for the events that took away your attorney's badge 7 years ago? My past is like my logic, straight and true. Nothing's changed. All I did was point the finger of justice in the proper direction. Fine. I'm glad we could have this little tete-a-tete, right? You look well, Phoenix Wright. You too, Gavin. Okay, let's go ahead and talk to him. Life has been full of surprises, for both of us. I've no doubt you've never expected to lose that attorney's badge of yours. And I'll bet you never expected to wind up here. Shady Smith was the name of the man you killed. Did you know who he really was? Who he was? Zack Gramarye, you know, the defendant. I remember him, of course. But you say Smith was Zack? Impossible. Don't even try to tell me it was a coincidence. What did I just say? Life was full of surprises, don't you think? After that trial, you were arrested and found guilty. But your motive was never made clear. A mistake I planned to remedy. You're not an attorney anymore, Phoenix Wright. What possible conclusion do you think this investigation of yours can lead to? I killed a man named Smith with a bottle because I'm an evil human being. Isn't that enough? Not for me it isn't. I need to know why you did it, Gavin. But we're gonna go ahead and talk more. You recall that case 7 years ago? Ah, yes, the trial was Zack Gramarye for his famous vanishing act. My brother won his fair share of praise and adoration for that trial, as I recall. Genius prosecutor reveals crooked attorney, was it? That was when I met you, wasn't it? Was it now? The Bar Association review voted unanimously for the strictest punishment. Unanimous, save for one dissenting opinion. Yours. It was my brother who was responsible for putting you in that position, after all. For 7 years we've been friends. And yet, I still don't understand you. But wait, your friendship toward me was never pure. You suspected me then as you still do now, don't you? Honestly, right now, I'm not sure what I think. You didn't just brain a guy with a juice bottle for no reason. Tell me why you did it. Persistent, aren't you? I came here because I remembered something. The night of our game, Zack Gramarye mentioned your name, Gavin. Ah, that reminds me. I saw a familiar face as I entered this restaurant. He did not seem to notice me, however. Gavin, I believe was his name. After that, he was killed, and I asked you to help me. Because I remembered your kindness back when everyone had turned on me. I seem to be in a bit of trouble. Something like that. Dead. Someone hit him. Hard. Me? Please, the cops should be here any minute. I'm in your hands. Should it come to that. I have to know. Why did you kill Shady Smith? No, Zack Gramarye. Oh, these ones are black. Whoa, I've never seen Psyche-Locks like these. Dark, cold, full of despair. Can I even unlock these things? Something wrong, right? No, it's nothing. You shouldn't push yourself so hard. Life is to be taken easy, you know. He's doing his nails. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and examine. Okay. Let's go ahead and examine this. You're thinking, what self-respecting man would use nail polish? Not really. I know appearances are a big thing with you. You know what I say. One cannot live a beautiful life without beautiful nails. First-rate in all things, except nothing less. That certainly does look like first-rate nail polish. I like the sparkly bottle. It's crystal. If you're so drawn to it, please, have one. It's on me. Nail polish slipped in the pocket, found in Christoph Gavin's cell. The nail polish is colorless. Okay. Oh, what's this? Yellow envelope. That envelope's been bothering me since I came in here. It's not nice to peek at other people's mail. You get mail here in jail? That I do, though they read it first, apparently. Still, I am allowed the pleasure of correspondence. Packages and the like are a different matter, however. Looks like sneaking a peek is out of the question. Okay. We are gonna go ahead. We are going to... We're gonna go ahead and end the inquiry for now. And now we're gonna be going back to the past. And now we're gonna be going to Drew's studio. "7 years ago, Drew's studio. I figured you'd come here sooner or later. I decided on sooner. Drew Misham, was it? I haven't done anything illegal. And I didn't come here to whine about past events. I wanted to ask you some questions. I suppose you have that right. That day, the entire court descended into chaos. Only you stood still, your eyes calmly watching. I admit, it made quite an impression on me. I'm used to finding myself in outrageous situations. Phoenix Wright, was it? I'll answer what I can. I'm not sure, but it feels like I'm being watched, intensely. Ah, this is my daughter. Vera, say hello. She's gone. Shall we begin then? Yeah, we shall. Judging from this place, you're a painter? Not, sadly, a profitable one. I've never sold a painting. It's a source of considerable embarrassment. I would be able to get by, were it only me. Your daughter? Her mother grew weary of me and left. I don't want her to grow up needy, Mr. Ray. That is why I began my other occupation. Forgeries. Don't look at me with those eyes. I know what it is that I do. More than half the paintings they bring to me are stolen. And who knows what my copies are used for. But some of your works aren't paintings, correct? You may not believe me when I tell you this, but that was my first work outside of painting. What? To think it would be used as evidence in a murder trial. I never even imagined the possibility. Then why did you take the job? I was well paid. Very well paid. I think he feels worse about it than I do. The past is hard to escape. Honestly, the sooner I can put this behind me, the better. With apologies to you, of course. Sorry, but it's not going to be quite so easy. He's trying to forget what he made. Looks like I'll have to remind him. Okay. Your work. Don't try to pretend you've forgotten. Sure, all you did was make a copy. But that copy might have destroyed the life of an innocent man. I'm responsible too, which is why I have to know. And you have to tell me. I knew it would be difficult to escape this. Then, let's talk. Well then, ready to tell me about this work you did? It was unlike anything I had attempted before. I guess it would be a little different from paintings. That is not what I mean. In all my previous work, it sufficed to create a copy. This wasn't a copy? The client gave me two things that day. The first was a sample page as reference. The second, a printed document I can only surmise was written by my client. So you used the real writing as a reference to reproduce what the client wrote? Yes, as I said, it was my first job of that nature. So, who was your client? As I said in court, I do not know. Really? Even for such a suspicious request? If it was me, I'd want to know as much as I could about the requester. I never met them. Not personally, Oh boy. Ah, Psyche-Lock, of course. Seems like you're still hiding something. Something about this work. Okay, now we're gonna present the Magatama. You're hiding something. Let's hear it then. What are you hiding from me, Mr. Misham? I'm sorry, but I really don't know. I've never met the client. True, when I asked the client's name, there were no Psyche-Locks in sight. Regardless, you're hiding something. You have to be, otherwise it wouldn't make any sense. Why are you doing this to me? Well, I've made my stand. No backing down now. So what's Misham hiding? Well, he's hiding the forger. I can pretty much piece together what it is from what you said. Well, what is it then? You told me what you knew about the client, and I couldn't see any Psyche-Locks. Psycho-Locks? Is that some sort of asylum security or a new hairstyle, perhaps? But then they did show up, didn't they? Who was your client? As I said in court, I do not know. Really? Even for such a suspicious request? If it was me, I'd want to know as much as I could about the requester. I never met them, and not personally, Not personally. Those words triggered the Psyche-Lock. Again with the Psycho-Locks. Now I really must know what they are. So you didn't meet with the client, but someone else did. Maybe the real forger behind this evidence? Perhaps I'm hung up on this lock business. But I'm afraid you've lost me. Yeah, well, I didn't come here to talk about Psyche-Locks. As long as I come to the right conclusion, it doesn't matter how I got there. And your conclusion is? The real forger behind this wasn't you, Mr. Misham. Poppycock. I don't know what you're talking about. That's my work, I tell you. Made here in my studio. Who else could it have been but me? That's the real question, isn't it? If the forger wasn't you, then I don't have many other people to choose from. The real forger Drew Studio is... well, it's your daughter. The real forger is your daughter, Vera Misham, isn't it? Ridiculous. My daughter's only 12 years old, Mr. Ray. I've always been more one of landscapes, not surrealism. Nice comeback, but you're shaking in your boots. I've got you now. The only two people with access to this studio are you and your daughter. The Psyche-Locks tell me you're not the forger, which makes your daughter the only possibility. I feel very much on the verge of going Psycho-Lock myself. Unlock successful. Okay, let's try this again. I don't know how you knew, but you're right. The one who made this page was my daughter, Vera, not I. She's only 12. A genius, you might call her. A precocious little girl outshining her father. There's been a lot of that going around recently. I let her play in the studio and she watched me. She taught herself in that way. The drafting tools and analytical devices I bought when they became necessary. They're my little girl's playthings now. Ah, do I detect a bit of fatherly pride? So, Vera was the one who made this page. Would she know who the client was then? Actually, the client came once. Here, to the studio. What? Why didn't you say so sooner? But their face was covered and they did not want to talk to me. So, they talked to your daughter? I will speak only with the artist, the client told me. Then that little girl is the key to a mystery client's true identity. Okay, with that, we are going to go ahead and stop here. We are going to finish this conversation later, but we are going to continue the main investigation in the next video. The next episode and the one after that should be the final ones before we get to day 2, the trial, hopefully. So, what we're going to do is we're going to save. But yeah, we are going to continue talking to Mr. Drew Misham here at the beginning of the next episode, and we'll be unlocking more things from the past and present. So, hope you guys looking forward to that. But thank you guys so much for watching this. Hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. I'll be seeing you guys again next time.